Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Los Angeles Dodgers franchise. We're here rounding out the regular season here in year one. Finishing this one now, going to play the last game of the regular season and show you a few stats. But first, we got to simmer our way to the end of the game. We are about to reach 100 wins, and we do. 103-56 facing our last three-game series against Colorado. We win 2 in a row there, and we're actually on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-game win streak here. To round out the year, you'll see some of our stats. Corey Seager hitting 298. Then there's Justin Turner, 293 at 35 homers, 97 RBIs. Then there is Yasiel Puig next with 259, 9 home runs, and 61 RBIs. I expect a lot more out of Puig this year. Didn't have that kind of year, but Adrian Gonzalez makes up for it. One guy we did not expect to do as well as he did, but he had a fantastic season. And there's Logan Forsythe, who really struggled all year long. Jock Peterson hopefully can pick it up in the postseason, as well as Grandal. Andrew Toles didn't get as much playing time, I'm guessing, as he hoped, because Franklin Gutierrez was a great acquisition to do what we need him to do, hit lefties, and now he's even in the lineup for every day here towards the end of the year to hit righties as well. And you see some of the other guys that just platooned a little bit. Kike Hernandez, Scott Van Slyke, Chase Utley, then Austin Barnes, and then Cody Bellinger, who was called up. He had 15 at-bats, had that one hit we got against San Francisco. And there's Charlie Culberson, played decent. Willie Calhoun played pretty well. Bobby Wilson didn't get much playing time as well. Darnell Sweeney and Chris Taylor. But then there's Clayton Kershaw, 23-3, a 1.89 ERA. Had a fantastic year, but so did Hyun-Jin Ryu. He ended the year very well, 15-6 with a 2.99 ERA. Then there's Brandon McCarthy, who was 15-7 with a 3.72 ERA. And then Kenta Maeda, who was 10-11. I'm not quite sure what my playoff rotation is going to be like. I really like those top 4, but I also got to give Rich Hill the nod too. And I only want 4 starting pitchers for the postseason, but maybe I'll go 5. They've all been pretty good, but there's been a few that have been very inconsistent. But I like Pedro Baez out of the bullpen. Sergio Romo's been all right for us. He cannot be the setup man that we hoped he would be. Alex Wood's been great out of the bullpen. He's almost deserving of a starting rotation spot, but maybe not quite this year. Julio Urias had a great job being called up. Kenley Jansen, 53 saves. He's amazing. Love having him as my closer. Luis Avalon is really just a special against lefties. Chris Hatcher, Josh Fields, Brandon Morrow, Adam Liberator. You know how it is, but Clayton Kershaw had a fantastic year. And here's the rest of the league leaders. Paul Goldschmidt leads you in batting average, as Mookie Betts does American League. And then we head to the next side. What is that? I believe hits. Yep. Carlos Correa, 189 hits. Beats out Francisco Lindor in hits. A.J. Pollock had 199 as well. No one able to crack 200 yet. There's one more day in the regular season. Maybe somebody can crack that. A.J. Pollock is the most likely. But you see, we have quite a few guys up there. Corey Seager's up there in a lot of these hits and stuff. But then, as you keep going, home runs, Adrian Gonzalez with 52. Mark Trumbo had a few as well. Anthony Rizzo had 119 RBIs, as well did Mookie Betts. And you see runs and some other categories. If you really want to slow it down and see some of your guys' favorite players, or see some more about the LA Dodgers, you'll see a lot throughout the stats as we keep going in towards the postseason. But I just thought I'd run through the league leaders. If you guys want to see some of your favorite teams or some of your favorite players in the MLB, you can go ahead and pause as you see Kershaw with 23 wins, Arrieta with 21 wins. I actually don't know how to say his name. Is it Arrieta? I'm not even sure. Nor do I care too much. Clayton Kershaw only 3 losses. Fantastic season. Kenley Jansen at 53 saves. He's at the top right ahead of Mark Melanson. I believe that's how I say his name as well. With one more game to go. But we're about to head into that game. Enough of looking at the stats. You guys can continue to watch this. We have a big game against Colorado. Actually, not a very big game. It's more of a big game to get some players going at the plate. We need some guys to get hot, like Jock Peterson, Yasmani Grandal, Yasiel Puig. Actually, first we'll show you the standings. We're 105-56. Us and the Giants clinch out of the NL West. The Giants get a wild card spot. And then the Cubs and the Cardinals get it out of the Central. The Cardinals getting that wild card spot, really rebounding after a tough year last year. And the Nationals winning the East, and they have a very good record. But you saw the Cubs had a best record, so it's going to be just like last year. It is going to be the Los Angeles Dodgers against the Washington Nationals. You remember that heroic performance by Kershaw and Jansen in that game that we desperately needed to win in Washington. So you'll see the American League as well, if that's some of your favorite teams, Royals and Indians over there. And you'll see a big race here as we keep on going. And the West right there is the Angels and Mariners tie, and that's a big game last day of regular season for them for the wild card. As you see right here, it's going to be Mariners, Yankees, or Angels. One of them's going to get that wild card spot to play the Indians. We'll have to see who it is. But let's get into this game. 105-56. Like I said, this isn't a very important game. We already clinched where we're at. We can't get any home field advantage over the Cubs, and we can't fall below the Washington Nationals. So we won our division, and we're in second place in the NL. So this game, like I said, was just about finding what Julio Urias is all about, for one, and also to get some people going at the plate. I need Jock Peterson, I need Yasmani Grandal, I need Logan Forsythe, and I need others like Justin Turner, Corey Seager, and Adrian Gonzalez to all keep hitting like they are, and I need Yasiel Puig to get going too. But this had started all the starters. I could have benched some, but I knew we had a couple days off before the postseason began anyway, where everyone should get their energy back. But we picked this one up in the top of the third where Julio Urias actually draws a walk. Now there's a full count, 1 down for Corey Seager. He's going to check his swing. That's a ball in the dirt, and that is ball 4 after Puig grounded into a force out. So it's first and second here with Justin Turner up with a 3-1 count, 1 down. He's going to get a hanging curveball. It's a deep to right center. He didn't get all of it, though. It is going to be Blackman in center field, but Yasiel Puig's going to tag up from second base. He's going to slide into third for the sac fly there. Not actually technically a sac fly, but moved around to third for Adrian Gonzalez, who gets a hold of one, sends it to the left center gap. That one is down. It should score 2, but it's going to hop over the fence. So it's going to be an RBI ground rule double for Adrian Gonzalez. Had a nice swing on it. I hope he can hit like this in the postseason. We desperately need him to, but we need Forsythe to get going too. 1-1 count. Hits it right back off the pitcher. Might have gotten through, might have not, but instead, it's an out, and we are out of the inning. We hit the bottom of the third. Get a look at Julio Urias now. It's Charlie Blackmon with nobody out, leading off. He led off the game with a single and finds Urias' number again for a base hit in the right field. He's 2 for 2 on the day. Next batter, DJ LeMahieu. Blackmon takes off. He lines this one to second. It's right at Forsythe, who makes the catch and throws on the first for the double play. Forsythe's great in the field. That's why he is still playing for us, even if he is hitting not too well. It doesn't matter. But there's Franklin Gutierrez. I told you he's been playing a lot here late in the year because he's been able to hit righties as well as lefties and have a very good year. We like Andrew Toll's speed, but we love the hitting from Franklin Gutierrez, and he might just find himself at the 5th spot hitting in the playoffs. We'll have to find out. But runners on first and second after a Grandal walk. It's going to be a grounder to second base by Jock Peterson, and they throw out Grandal at second. It's runners on the corners. 1 down is Julio Urias, who scored the first run of the game. He's going to ground this one to first base. A throw on the second, back to first, but Urias uses his speed and hustles that one out, and we take the 2-0 lead. Now it's going to take us to the bottom of the 6th inning for Carlos Gonzalez, and you see that's a clean 6th inning there for Julio Urias. Haven't seen much of him today because he's been pitching pretty well. Colorado has not gotten much going, as you see there. They have 5 hits on the day. We only have 4, but we have the 2-0 lead. We have the bottom of the 7th inning. It's a 3-1 count for Amarista with 2 down. He's going to line this one into right field for a base hit. I had to cut out there because I kind of wasn't paying attention after Puig dropped that ball, so good thing Amarista didn't advance. But the 0-2 pitch to the next batter is in the dirt. Amarista is going to go to second base, and he's going to be safe at second. So now there's a runner in scoring position with 2 down. It's going to be a pitch from Urias, and that's a weak ground to the first base. He gets out of the inning. That was a great day for Julio Urias. And this game doesn't matter much, so I think I'll just continue to talk about our future goals for the Dodgers franchise here. You can see what else is happening in the game. We had the 2-0 lead. I'll spoil it for you right now. We do get the victory. But we had this postseason facing the Washington Nationals. If you don't know the setup for the postseason, it's going to be the team with the best record is going to play a wild card team, whoever comes out on top in a 1-game series. So the Giants and the Cardinals will play a 1-game series. I don't like either team whatsoever, but I would think in that one I'd rather have the Cardinals because I do not want the Giants. Our rivals, to really advance much in the playoffs. So the winner of that will go on to face the Chicago Cubs, who have the best record in the NL, in a 5-game series, and then we will play the Nationals in a 5-game series. I believe we definitely have the better record, so we'll have home field advantage there, but we definitely need to have a nice series against them, and then we'll play either if we win, we'll play either the Cubs, the Cardinals, or the Giants. Who ends up coming out of that, I am not sure, but the Cubs are very likely to get that, as they are almost always the best team in this game, especially after coming last year's World Series performance. But then heading into the offseason, what I want to add, Forsythe was not very good at second base for me this year, as you see with his average you saw earlier. So I really kind of wanted to place Forsythe, but I don't know if I should give him more of a chance. You guys should let me know in the comment section if you think that there is someone if I should continue with Forsythe, maybe see if he can improve for us, or if I should go a different route at second base. We have a very good hitter, as you've seen a little bit, in Willie Calhoun. He has been playing pretty good for us as a very good prospect. So it's only a year, maybe even next year, or if not, he'll have to be in AAA again next year. And then the year after that, he should be prone to come up to the major leagues and have a very good year for us. I see Puig throwing the man out. That's why I love him in right field. That's why he continues to start for me. But here's Cody Bellinger. Adrian Gonzalez had a great year this year, but I hate to say it, I'm not quite sure he's going to have the same year next year, but I am definitely going to probably have him at first base next year and give Cody Bellinger. He didn't hit too well here with us in the major league, so I'm thinking he needs another year in the minor league system. I'll have it in AAA next year. Hopefully he can rake there and get himself up to the mid-70s, higher 70s, and really get something going for us. And then next year it will be Adrian Gonzalez one more year, and then the year after that, Cody Bellinger will really take over and reign there at first base, I hope. Pitching, we have a very good staff at pitching. We may be able to sign one more veteran, but I'm thinking I might just wait until Rich Hill starts to degress. Someone like Ryu and Brandon McCarthy really start to go down, and then not this offseason, but the next offseason where you really go hard at starting pitching next free agency. We have quite a few prospects, though, at pitcher, like Yadier Alvarez, our best prospect. He's going to be very good. He's continuing to progress in the minor league system. But we'll have to see how he pans out. And then what I really think I need in the offseason is relief pitching. The Dodgers needed this in real life, but our only reliever we have is Kenley Jansen. I don't even feel safe pulling a starter out in the 6th inning in this franchise because I don't know who's going to pitch the 7th and 8th for me and give me clean innings. And I know I can get to the 9th with Kenley Jansen. He'll have a good outing, but I'm not quite sure in between the 7th and 8th innings. And from the 6th innings, our starter probably goes because it's tough in nowadays with such good hitters to go 5 or 6 innings without having near 90 pitches. And then the 7th and 8th inning, we need some bullpen help. But that is today's episode. I hope you guys did enjoy and are excited for the playoffs. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. As always, I'm out. Peace.